Fear, it paralyzes kings. It silences armies. It poisons ambition before it even breathes. But not him, not Luffy. Because fear tried to whisper in his ear, and he laughed back in its face. Where most see shadows and step back, he sees possibilities and steps forward. Not because he's fearless, but because he dares to move while shaking. He bleeds, he breaks, but he never backs down. Because fear only owns those who bow to it. Luffy, he doesn't bow. He grins, he charges. He makes fear wish it had picked someone else. When they tried to crush his spirit, when the world screamed, "Stay down," he stood up, laughing louder than the pain. Not because he's insane, but because he's free. And that's what fear hates most, a man who feels it and still chooses to roar. They call it madness. They call it suicide. But truth is, it's courage wrapped in a smile. And a man like Luffy doesn't just survive fear, he turns it into fuel. So when fear knocks, he laughs louder, and the world remembers his name. Fear thought it could own him. But Luffy, he doesn't carry fear. He drags it behind him like broken chains. He doesn't conquer fear by pretending it's not there. He devours it. He feels it burn in his chest. And instead of running, he smiles. Because to him, fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that he's about to do something legendary. They say the brave are without fear. That's a lie. The brave are those who walk into the fire with fear in their eyes, but fire in their soul. And Luffy, he's not walking, he's charging. Where others see an ending, he sees a beginning. Where others scream in terror, he laughs so loud, even fear trembles. So let the world throw storms. Let it roar. Let it bring chaos, monsters, gods. Because Luffy has no map, no perfect plan, just one unbreakable truth. I'd rather die standing than live on my knees. And when fear comes again, he'll laugh even louder. Because he's not just chasing dreams. He's becoming the nightmare of anything that stands in his way. Fear is not his enemy. It's his signal to charge. He doesn't wait for the storm to pass. He walks straight into it, laughing. Because when everything shakes, when the world collapses, when gods fall silent, Luffy rises. Not as a hero, not as a savior, but as a force that turns fear into fire, pain into purpose, and silence into a roar the world will never forget. He doesn't escape fear, he outlives it. So the next time fear whispers, Luffy will just grin and say, "Louder, I can't hear you over my will."